Hello students, how are you all? I'm sure you all are doing really good. So children, let's begin with our next chapter, which is the revolt of 1857. Points to study: nature of the revolt, causes of the revolt, the beginning of the revolt, causes for the failure of the revolt, significant and effect of the mutiny. Introduction: the 1857 revolt showed the seed of Indian nationalism, which laid dormant in the subconscious of the Indian people. It started the movement which was continuous struggle against the British rule till 1947. Hence, the nature, character and the cause of this great revolt of 1857 should be studied in order to understand the subsequent events. तो बच्चों 1857 का जो रिवोल्ट था वो मेन सीड माना जाता है, मेन जड़ माना जाता है इंडियन नेशनलिज्म का. इसके बाद जो रिवोल्ट्स थे वो शुरू होने लगे थे. क्यों? क्योंकि इस रिवोल्ट से लोग प्रेरित हो गए थे, इंस्पायर हो गए थे और वो भी चाहते थे कि हमें ब्रिटिश सरकार से क्या मिल सके, आज़ादी मिल सके. नेचर ऑफ द रिवोल्ट. The historical writing of the British scholar underplayed the character of the revolt of 1857. Sir John Lawrence was of the opinion that the revolt was purely a military outbreak and not a conspiracy to overthrow British rule. On the other hand, the revolt of 1857 is hailed by the Indian scholar, especially by Veer Savarkar at the First War of Indian Independence. Two distinguished Indian historians R.C. Majumdar and S.N. Sen have analyzed the revolt of 1857 in depth. The two scholars differ in their opinions. S.N. Sen believes that the 1857 revolt was part of the struggle for Indian independence. R.C. Majumdar maintains that the outbreak before 1857, whether civil or military, were a series of isolated incidents ultimately culminated in the Great Revolt of 1857. तो बच्चों हिस्टोरिकल्स के मुताबिक अगर देखा जाए तो ये जो रिवोल्ट था ये पहले मिलिट्री आउटब्रेक माना जाता था, लेकिन अगर इंडियन हिस्टोरियंस के बारे में सोचा जाए या उनके नज़रिए से देखा जाए तो ये मिलिट्री और ये पॉलिटिकल जो सिविल मुद्दा था उसके ऊपर भी ये बेस था. Causes of the revolt. Political causes. The discontent and disaffection manifested in the form of revolts against the British government were not confined to the ruling chief and royal families alone. On the contrary, the British rule was disliked by the people at large in any region when it was newly introduced. Anti-British feelings were particularly strong in those regions like Burma, Assam, Coorg, Sindh and Punjab, which were unjustly annexed to the British Empire. The doctrine of lapse, particularly its practical application by Lord Dalhousie, gave dissent and alarm among the native princes who were directly affected. काउजेस क्या आते हैं? पॉलिटिकल काउज यहाँ पे जान लेते हैं. जो डिसकंटेंट था और डिसअफेक्शन था वो मैनिफेस्टेड था इन द फॉर्म ऑफ रिवोल्ट, जो कि किसके खिलाफ था? ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट के खिलाफ था. और जितने भी जो रॉयल फैमिलीज थी, जो रॉयल चीफ थे, रूलिंग चीफ थे, वो इसके खिलाफ आवाज़ उठाना चाहते थे. क्यों? क्योंकि उनसे उनका जो एरिया था, जो उनका स्टेट था, वो छीन लिया गया था. Economic cause. The huge drain of wealth, the destruction of its industry and increasing land revenue has become the common features of the later half of the 18th century. The East India Company, after attaining political powers, used it to fund the growth of British trade and commerce at the cost of the Indians. The British damaged the Indian trade and manufacture by imposing a high tariff in Britain against Indian goods and by encouraging all the means of import of British goods to India. In England, the ruin of the old handloom weavers were accompanied by the growth of the machine industry. But in India, the ruin of the millions of artisans and craftsmen was not accompanied by any alternative growth of any industrial form. A new plantation system introduced in the year 1833 resulted in incalculable misery for the Indian peasants. This was the result of permitting Englishmen to acquire land plantation in India. The hard hit were the peasants on the indigo plantation in Bengal and Bihar. तो बच्चों इसका इकोनॉमिक कॉज भी था. क्यों? क्योंकि जितने भी सारे आपके पीजेंट्स हुआ करते थे वो रिवोल्ट करना उन्होंने शुरू कर दिया था धीरे धीरे, और रिवोल्ट जो था वो काफ़ी बढ़ गया था. जो किसान थे उनसे कर तो वसूला जाता था, साथ ही साथ उनसे कमर्शियल क्रॉप, कैश क्रॉप जैसे कि इंडिगो वगैरह भी उनसे उगाया जाता था. तो इस चीज़ के जो किसान थे वो खिलाफ थे. Social causes. The Englishman showed an arrogant attitude towards the Indian. Indiscriminate assaults on Indian by Englishmen become quite common. Also, a general alarm was raised among the Hindus and Muslims by the activities of Christian missionaries. The educational institutes established by the missionaries inculcate Western education and culture in the place of Oriental learning. The native population felt that they were losing their social identity. तो बच्चों, क्रिश्चियन मिशनरीज़ के इंडिया आने के बाद जो एजुकेशन सिस्टम था वो चेंज कर दिया गया था. जो गुरुकुल वगैरह थे, जो ट्रेडिशनल टीचिंग थी वो ख़त्म कर दी गई थी और लोगों को ज़बरदस्ती फोर्स किया जाता था क्रिश्चियन जो धर्म है उसे अपनाने के लिए, साथ ही साथ जो वेस्टर्न लैंग्वेज है उसे पढ़ने के लिए. मिलिट्री काउजेस. Discontent against the British Raj was widely prevalent among the Indian soldiers in the British Army. The Indian sepoy in the British Army nursed a sense of strong resentment at their lower salary and poor prospect of promotion. The British military officers at times showed least respect to the social values and religious sentiments of Indian sepoy in the army. Thus, although generally faithful to their masters, the sepoy were provoked to revolt. The Vellore Mutiny of 1806, a precursor to the 1857 Great Revolt, was the outcome of the such tendencies on the part of the military authorities. Another important cause of sepoys' dissatisfaction was the order that abolished the foreign allowance or bhatta when they served in foreign territories. Thus, the discontent was widespread, and there was an undercurrent before the volcanic situation of 1857. All that needed was only a spark to set a fire. अब मिलिट्री काउस भी था क्योंकि इंडियंस को जो ब्रिटिश आर्मी है उसमें रखा जाता था, लेकिन उनको लोअर पोस्ट पे रखा जाता था, उनको बहुत कम सैलरी दी जाती थी, उनको बड़ी पोस्ट पे नहीं अपॉइंट किया जाता था. बड़ी पोस्ट जो थी वो रिजर्व रखी जाती थी ब्रिटिशर्स के लिए. The beginning of the revolt. The 1857 revolt was sparked off by the episode of the greased cartridge. The new Enfield cartridge had been introduced for the first time in the Indian Army. Its cartridge had a greased paper cover whose end has to be beaten off before the cartridge was loaded into the rifle. The grease was composed of fat taken from beef and pig. The religious feeling of the Hindu and Muslim sepoy were terribly wounded. The sepoy believed that the government was deliberately trying to destroy their religious and cultural identity. Hence, they raised the banner of revolt. The event that led to the revolt began on 29th March 1857 at Barakpur. Mangal Pandey, a sepoy, refused to use the greased cartridge and single-handedly attacked and killed his officer. Mangal Pandey was hanged. The regiment to which he belonged was disbanded and sepoy guilt of rebellion punished. The British, instead of diffusing the explosive situation, paved the way for a mighty crisis by the above act. A chain reaction was set in motion at Meerut in May 1857. 85 sepoy of the 3rd Cavalry Regiment were sentenced to long term of imprisonment for refusing to use the grease cartridge. Therefore, on 10th May, the sepoy broke out in open rebellion, shot their officers, released their fellows sepoy and headed towards Delhi. General Hewitt, the officer commanding at Meerut, was helpless to prevent the army's march. Next morning, the rebellious army reached Delhi. The city of Delhi fell into the hand of the rebellious soldiers. On 12 March 1857, Lieutenant Wilkes-Tebby, the officer in charge of Delhi, could not prevent the mutineers. Soon, the mutineers proclaimed the aged nominal King Bahadur Shah II of the Mughal dynasty as the Emperor of India. Very soon, the rebellion spread throughout northern and central India, Lucknow, Allahabad, Kanpur, Banaras, in parts of Bihar, Jhansi and other places. The leadership at Delhi was nominally in the hand of Bahadur Shah, but the real control was exercised by General Bakht Khan. On the side of British, combined effort of Nicholson, Wilson, Baird, Smith and Neville Chamberlain enabled the recapture of Delhi by September 1857. In Delhi, Emperor Bahadur Shah II was arrested and deported to Rangoon, where he remained in exile till he died in 1862. तो बच्चों इस रिवोल्ट की जो शुरुआत थी वो मिलिट्री से हुई थी। क्यों? क्योंकि एक न्यू एनफील्ड राइफल जो थी वो मंगाई गई थी ब्रिटिश से और इसको इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया था फर्स्ट टाइम इंडियन आर्मी में। इसमें कार्ट्रेज जो थी वो भरी जाती थी और उसमें क्या था, एक ग्रीस पेपर था। अब इस ग्रीस पेपर के अंदर जो कारतूस भरा जाता था, ये मानना था कि वो जो कारतूस है उसमें बीफ और पिग्स, उसकी चर्बी जो है वो मिली हुई है। अब ये रिलीजियस फीलिंग्स को हर्ट करता था जो हिंदूज एंड मुस्लिम्स सिपाही थे उनकी। तो सिपाहीज ने बिल्कुल इसके खिलाफ आंदोलन किया था और इसको यूज़ करने से बिल्कुल मना कर दिया था। इसमें मंगल पांडे जो थे वो सबसे आगे आए थे और उन्होंने इसके अगेंस्ट में एक ऑफिसर को किल भी कर दिया था, जिसके बाद मंगल पांडे को क्या कर दिया गया था, फांसी की सज़ा सुना दी गई थी। इसके बाद जो बाकी के जो मिलिट्री जो उनके सिपाही थे उन्होंने भी जो ब्रिटिशर्स थे उनके खिलाफ आवाज़ उठाई थी और धीरे धीरे ये जो आंदोलन था वो तेज़ी पकड़ने लगा और मेरठ से शुरू होते हुए ये दिल्ली के काफ़ी एरिया में, उसके आसपास के एरिया में ये भड़का और नॉर्थ इंडिया में धीरे धीरे जो था आग पकड़ता चला गया। Kanpur. At Kanpur, the revolt was led by Nana Sahib, the adopted son of Baiji Rao II, the last Peshwa. Nana Sahib expelled the English from Kanpur with the help of the sepoy and proclaimed himself the Peshwa. Nana Sahib, in his efforts against the British, was ably supported by two of his lieutenants. One was Tantia Tope and the other was Azimullah Sir Hugh Wheelers, the commander of the British garrison at Kanpur, surrendered on the 27 June 1857, but soon Kanpur was recaptured by British commanders Sir Colin Campbell. अब ये जो रिवोल्ट था ये कानपुर भी पहुंचा था और उस टाइम पे वहाँ के जो पेशवा थे बाजीराव सेकंड, उन्होंने भी इस रिवोल्ट में हिस्सा लिया था। साथ ही साथ जो उनके आसपास का जो एरिया जो ब्रिटिशर्स ने ऑक्यूपाई कर लिया था वो भी उनसे छीन लिया गया था। लखनऊ, द प्रिंसिपल पर्सन रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द रिवोल्ट इन लखनऊ वॉज द बेगम ऑफ अवध. With the assistance of the sepoy, the zamindar and peasants, the Begum organized an all-out attack on the British. Henry Lawrence, the chief commissioner, tried to defend the British. Lawrence was killed in a bomb blast during the fight. The final relief for the British forces in Lucknow came in the form of Sir Colin Campbell, who suppressed the revolt. तो बच्चों लखनऊ में जो उनके कमिश्नर थे उनको भी बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट में उड़ा दिया गया था, लेकिन फाइनली ये जो रिवोल्ट था ये सप्रेस कर दिया गया था थ्रू सर कॉलिन कैंपबेल. झांसी एंड ग्वालियर. Rani Lakshmibai of Jhansi, the widower queen of Gangadhar Rao, played a heroic role in this revolt. Rani Lakshmibai, affected by Dalhousie's doctrine of lapse, was joined by Tantia Tope. The combined effort of Rani and Tantia Tope was the capture of Gwalior. Meanwhile, Sir Hugh Rose defeated Tantia Tope and stormed Jhansi on 3 April 1858. He then captured Gwalior. The Rani of Jhansi died a soldier's death on 17 June 1858. Tantia Tope was captured and hanged on charges of rebellion and murder in the massacre of Kanpur. इसके बाद जो झांसी और ग्वालियर में जो लड़ाई हुई थी वहाँ पे भी जो एरिया था जो ब्रिटिशर्स ने कॉन्कर किया था उसके खिलाफ रानी लक्ष्मीबाई ने और तांतिया तोपे ने भी क्या की थी, आवाज़ उठाई थी, उनके खिलाफ युद्ध जो था वो छेड़ा गया था. बिहार. कुंवर सिंह, a ruined and discontented zamindar of Jagdishpur near Awadh, was chief organizer of the revolt in Bihar. He fought the British in Bihar. Kunwar Singh sustained a fatal wound in the battle and died on 27 April 1858 at Jagdishpur. Ultimately, the 1857 revolt came to an end with the victory of British. Viceroy Canning proclaimed peace throughout the India. तो अल्टीमेटली ये जो रिवोल्ट था ये जगदीशपुर में ख़त्म हुआ था और वाइसरॉय कैनिंग ने पीस जो थी वो थ्रू आउट इंडिया में प्रोक्लेम कर दिया था. Causes for the failure of the revolt. The first and foremost cause was that the revolt failed to embrace the whole of India. Different sections of the society such as moneylenders, merchants and modern educated Indians were actually against the revolt. The lack of interest shown by the intellectual in the movement was a serious setback. The resources of the British Empire were far superior of those of the rebels. Similarly, the insurgent lacked a carefully concerted general plan or a strong central organization to the plan movement of the army and oversee their strategy. On the other hand, the British possessed better equipment. In addition, the British were aided by new scientific inventions such as the telegraph system and postal communication. This enabled the British to keep in touch with all parts of the country and to maneuver their troops according to their needs. All the said factors combined to cause the defeat of the rebel of the 1857 revolt and ended in the viceroy for the British. तो बच्चों जान लेते हैं काउजेस कि इस रिवोल्ट के फेलियर के क्या क्या रीज़न थे। फर्स्ट जो फोरमोस्ट काउज था इस रिवोल्ट का फेल होने का, इस वजह से क्योंकि इसमें पूरी इंडिया ने पार्टिसिपेट नहीं किया था। साथ ही साथ जो डिफरेंट सेक्शंस हुआ करते थे, जैसे जो पढ़े लिखे लोग हुआ करते थे, जो मनी लेंडर्स हुआ करते थे, मर्चेंट्स हुआ करते थे, मॉडर्न एजुकेटेड इंडियंस हुआ करते थे, वो भी इसमें पार्टिसिपेट नहीं किया था। और ऊपर से ये जो रिवोल्ट था वो नॉर्थ इंडिया तक ही सीमित रहा, इसमें साउथ इंडिया के जो लोग थे उन्होंने पार्टिसिपेट नहीं किया था। साथ ही साथ जो इक्विपमेंट थे वो ब्रिटिशर्स के पास ज़्यादा थे, जो वेपन्स थे, जो गन्स वगैरह थी वो वेपन्स ब्रिटिशर्स के पास ज़्यादा थे, जिस वजह से ये जो रिवोल्ट था ये सक्सेसफुल नहीं रहा था। Significance and effects of the mutiny. The revolt of 1857, though completely suppressed, had shaken the very foundation of British rule in India for the simple reason that the revolt exhibited the popular character. It brought together the disgruntled section of the society to rise against the British rule. The common people rose up in arms, often fighting with spears and axes, bows and arrows, lathis and sates, and crude mukhads. However, this civilian revolt was not universal but sporadic and inconsistent. Nevertheless, it added a new dimension to the characters of the 1857 revolt. Another significant aspect of the 1857 revolt was the Hindu-Muslim unity. As far as the effects of the revolt are concerned, it brought about fundamental changes in the character of Indian administration, which was transferred from the East India Company to the Crown by the Queen's proclamation of 1st November 1858. At the same time, the Governor-General received the new title of Viceroy. Lord Canning had the unique opportunity to become the Governor-General as well as the first Viceroy. According to the Act of 1858, Lord Canning proclaimed the new government at Allahabad on 1st November 1858 in accordance with the Queen's proclamation. The latter has been called the Magna Carta of the Indian people. It disclaimed any extension of territory, promised religious tolerance, granted the right of Indian princess, and pledged equal treatment to her subjects, Indians and Europeans. The revolt of 1857 ended an era and showed the seed of a new one. The year 1857 is a great divide between the two landmarks in Indian history. One was that of British paramountcy in the first half, and the other is that of the growth of Indian nationalism in the second half of the 19th century. हालांकि ये कहा जाता है कि जो रिवोल्ट था 1857 का वो एंड हो चुका था, वो फेल हो चुका था। अब इसमें कुछ रीजंस थे, जैसे कि हिंदू मुस्लिम जो थे वो एक नहीं होते, लेकिन फिर भी ये माना जाता है कि ये इंडियन हिस्ट्री में एक लैंडमार्क माना जाता है। क्यों? क्योंकि इससे ब्रिटिश paramountcy जो थी वो फर्स्ट हाफ में कन्वर्ट हो चुकी थी और दूसरे हाफ में जो इंडियन नेशनलिज्म की ग्रोथ थी वो धीरे धीरे होने लगी थी। Keywords: revolt, a rebellion against the authority; mutiny, when soldiers as a group disobey their officers in the army; Ferengis, foreigners. The term reflect an attitude of contempt; sepoys, the Indian soldiers in British army. Let's recapitulate. The 1857 revolt started the movement, which was a continuous struggle against the British rule till 1947. The East India Company, after attaining political power, used it to fund the growth of British trade and commerce at the cost of Indians. The 1857 revolt was sparked off by the episode of greased cartridge. At Kanpur, the revolt was led by Nana Sahib, the adopted son of Bauji II, the last Peshwa. The first and foremost cause of that the revolt failed to impress the whole of India. तो बच्चों, आई होप आपको ये चैप्टर अच्छे से समझ में आ गया होगा। अब इसका रिवीजन और दी गई एक्सरसाइज की प्रैक्टिस आप खुद से करेंगे।